As National Assembly kick-started constitutional amendments, many state houses of assembly in Nigeria are yet to commence the process. It is in view of this, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Femi Bajabiamila, said the House will initiate interaction with the state assemblies to fast-track the ongoing constitutional amendments. The National Assembly has since sent several constitutional amendment bills to the state houses of assembly for consideration. To expedite the process, the Partnership to Engage, Reform and Learn (PAL) has organized a technical session for members of the Jigawa State House of Assembly on constitutional review. The session was to provide a platform for participants to reflect on the fifth altercation bills with a view to deepening their understanding of the provisions of the bills, the underlying principles and purpose. After thorough deliberations, the members pledged to pass the amendments in the first week of August, as revealed by Chief Whip Honorable Lawan Garba Muhammad, representing Garki State Constituency. Besides Honorable Garba Lawan Muhammad, the Deputy Majority Leader, Honorable Kais Abdallah, a member representing Malam Maduri constituency, and member representing Hadeja State Constituency, Honorable Abubakar Jalo, as well as Clerk of the House, Barrister Musa Aliyu Abubakar, expressed optimism on the passage of amendment bills.
My name is Honorable Kais Abdallah, member representing Malam Maduri constituency. I am the Deputy Majority Whip. And good afternoon as well. And also, what I'm going to contribute on my behalf of this is, I came to House Assembly in 2015, which is this is my second time in the legislature. So, when this one has started, over what we have done in my state and constituency is to settle the commission for the service commission for the House Assembly. And that's what we do. Then we have elected the chairman and the board members and the directors for this. And now we're putting everything in our place. Like we have a budget office, we have a audit office, we have a or even finance and all these things we have then in addition. So what we are waiting now and to see that we are, thank God that this one has come up now, and we are even here now. We are going to be we are the happiest person now to see that this one has put in a place that the House Assembly that have their own independent budget, so that things will work smoothly, things will go well. So we don't have to wait that we have to get our funds from the executive and all these things, because sometimes we cannot even do our job because we have to wait we are not financed. That if the executive that don't have interest on what we are going to do in the part of our work, all this now, they are delaying us and we cannot do anything. Sometimes we cannot go oversight function, because even to have the money for the foiling and all this is now, we cannot have them in time. So there is a lot of problems on this, that if this will work, and by the grace of God, and this is going to work this time around, that everything will be okay. That the state will function, the local government will function, everybody will be functioning, everything will work on its own. That you don't have anything to do with government. So this is what the problem we are facing, and all this is now. Because even sometimes now, even we make the commission and everything now, there's nothing going to them because there's no implementation on this, and there's nothing working. They're only just there and making a provision and all these things without having this approval for having our own autonomy and initiative. So there's nothing to work. It's not going to work.
Yeah, first of all, I would like to say that to some extent, based on what you have said, that by virtue of passing the House Management Financial Management Law of 2018, the House has attained about 75% autonomy in terms of administration and finance, because since the passage of that law, the House no longer have to write to His Excellency to require or to request for release of funds. It is being released on a monthly basis as provided by that law. And I think administratively too, the establishment of Jigawa SHoA Service Commission, I think is evidence that is showing that there is independence to some extent, because even our current clerk was appointed through that process without the maybe interference of the executive. So I can say to some extent, about 75% we can see Jigawa State House of Assembly is autonomous. And I believe at the end of the day, from our experience, personal experience, the Jigawa State House of Assembly will support these bills, most especially the ones that has to do with the issue of autonomy, granting autonomy to the State House of Assembly and the judiciary, and even the local governments. Because even in the local governments, I think by virtue of, since the promulgation of that Executive Order number 10 by President Muhammadu Buhari, the Executive Governor has been complying with that prohibition. So since that time, the local governments receive their grants directly from the state government immediately after the release from the federal government, without any interference by, even though the JAC, what is called JAC, that's the joint account, is still there, because it is still legally allowed it is still legally, it is still legal, because the provision of the Constitution allow for that. But by virtue of the provision of the new bill that seeks to give the local government complete autonomy, I think that will cease to exist. Certainly, it has great impact, because we went through the whole bills, and with facilitators, experienced facilitators, people like Ambassador Jerry, the Senator Bala, and the other Alaji Usman is Gora. I think they are vast and they are experienced in this field, and they took us through the whole bills and the wisdom behind even the idea coming, why these bills are even initiated from the beginning. And I think we are all on the same level now. We are better equipped, I can say, compared to when we come here. So I believe we are in the better position now to appreciate even the contents of the bill, the wisdom behind the coming up of the bill. So I think we are better equipped, and when we go back, we will do the needful. Thank you.
What would you say to the organizers?
Yeah, I would like to, yes, we express our gratitude, because ECP is a partner in progress. I always call them our oxygen when it comes to capacity building. They are always, in fact, they are the best partners we have in terms of capacity building. They are always with us. They provide us with the best of facilitators. They have experienced consultants, and they are always handy whenever we seek for support or assistance. So we are very grateful, and we will make sure that we utilize the knowledge we learned here for the betterment of our people. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I am Barrister Musa Ali Abubakar, the clerk to the Jigawa State House of Assembly. Presently, there is an amendment bills from the National Assembly which were transmitted to the State Houses of Assembly for consideration. And two of the bills are on the issue of financial and administrative autonomy of the state legislature, which is before the State Houses of Assembly. And even before these bills came to being, the Jigawa State House of Assembly were practicing the financial autonomy, because we have a law which provide for the internal control of the finances of the house. That is the legislative fund management law, which drive it is based from the constitution. So if you look at what is happening in the Jigawa SHoA House of Assembly, we are receiving our finances on monthly basis based on the approved budget. That is based on the appropriation law. We have our work plan from January to December, and each month there is an amount earmarked for that month, and we are receiving for, that funds from the State Accountant General. Very well, because even before this session, I participated in so many training and discussion at the National Assembly level on the bills. So all the 68 bills, that is the initial bills, I have better understanding on the content of all the 68 bills, and also the 44 bills transmitted to the House of Assembly, and they are on different issues that will help in strengthening the democratic process in the country. Let me use this opportunity to thank the organizers, that is FAL ECP, for their continuous support to the legislative arm of government, and also the facilitators, that is the consultants, who presented a wonderful presentation to the members, and I am sure this session will help them, the members, in taking decision on each and every bill.
The session was part of the Partnership to Engage Reform Online PAL initiative to improve good governance in Nigeria.